doing is getting ready.
Oh, this character doesn't have armor Super Saiyan.
Hello. Welcome back to D&D Down Under, but on a Friday this time. We're finally ready for a new campaign. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of world building, and these guys have been doing not a lot of playing D&D. So, even though I was here late and I had to get everyone to set everything up for me, I'm glad everyone's here and ready to go. Yes, I know, Blake, you had to redo the intro.
No, I was doing a lot of
really
editing.
fucking awesome.
No, you said you've been doing a lot of world building. They've been doing not a lot of D&D. You don't acknowledge the fact I've been doing a lot of editing.
Been doing not a lot of playing D&D.
Twice as much.
You've been running your own D&D. I'm talking about as a player. But we stream D&D every Wednesday and Friday. Blake is the DM for our Wednesday games, and you can find me here on Fridays running a brand new session. This time I have a name for the campaign from session 1, not session 22.
Yes.
So this session, this campaign is going to be called Ascension.
Surprise. Woo!
We did not say that off camera.
No, you didn't. You're not the ones I'm really telling. Where is a camera in front of me?
It's live?
I hope so. I've been talking a lot of shit, and I can see that the mics should be turned on.
Should be.
Should be. No confirmation. I haven't seen anything in chat. I also only just started the stream, so there's probably no one in chat right now. Other than that, our socials and all the rest of those things are in the description. Hey, free to play's there. Look at it. Look at you go. Mics are on. I can confirm now. But let's run the intro that Blake slaved away for like 2 straight days and didn't sleep for. All right. See you in a moment, guys.
Hey, big. It's like he's double in size.
Okay, we're back. Thanks, Blake, for that intro. That's fucking awesome. However, let's begin. So, do it. Go for it. We start. Come on, man. Oh my god, I don't know my train of thought anymore. So, we begin in the city of Korban.
Thanks, Blake.
You have all arrived here for a festival. Something that only comes around once every millennia. This world is very, very full of magic. People have studied it for a long time. And in fact, that's how it's been narrowed down to This festival takes place once a millennium. Today will be the event that you are here to see, where magic stops working for a few hours at midnight as it seems to reform itself, repairing all of the damage that has been done through its use and starting again. People don't lose the magics that they used to have. They're just without them temporarily. Once everything reorders itself, it goes back to normal. But it has become quite the spectacle to behold. And that is what you are here for. I am going to start out by asking everyone to introduce your characters for me. Jacob, do you want to start us? Pick the right person, clearly.
Yes, perfect, great, I am the best. My character is Simithiel Sithir. You're gonna have to figure out a nickname because I'm never gonna pronounce
I've already got
it ever again.
I will have you pronounce it more.
No. He is a lizardfolk rogue swashbuckler from the deserts of I haven't got a name for it yet. From the clan of also don't have a name for it yet.
Come on, man, you had one job, make a character.
No, they are. I'm doing a bit. I just don't remember them. I'll look at it later. But he is here with his clan to take a look at what everyone's getting so interested about this festival and see if this whole magic going from the world thing is real, and also to trade some things because they live in the desert and there's all there.
Wonderful. Rob?
My name is Drozil, and I'm a warlock, Hexblade warlock, and I'm part of the clan that he's in. And I'm here to see the sights.
Wonderful. Blake?
I don't know, but my name is Nero. I'm the fella that is looking like a tiefling, a little bit of the devil. So when you look at me, you can see that I'm pink, and that's the way I will be going. I am a druid. I do quite a lot of things, depending on the way it wants to turn out. I have inspirations. One of them is Eminem.
That one not even I got, just so that everyone at home knows he did say druid as his class.
Yeah, no, I am a druid.
Let's see how long he keeps this up for.
It's sure I've been practicing. I did it to a customer at work, and they thought that this was my authentic. So I hopefully can stay as quickly as I can do it. But other than that, my job is I'm a veterinarian. I'm the person that takes care of cattle and sheep and herds and make sure it's be all fine. There's something funny over there, man. Yes, it seems to be very funny. All right, but yes, so that is my name.
Inza.
I don't know how I'm going to follow that one.
Short and sweet, man. That's the way I say it.
My name is Lazarus Norgamal. I'm actually from here in this town. I come from a long line of Goliath, so I don't remember my parents or anything like that. But I actually teach here in, can you please repeat the name?
Corban.
Corban.
Korban.
I'll write that down real quick.
I got it close. I put a H in there though.
Corban. Corban. Baron Corbin, got it. See, I teach here. I teach in the School of Magic. I know a lot about magic. Don't use it very often because I don't need to. But if any of you want to learn anything about magic, yeah, come down to the school. You know, I'm a teacher, I'm a professor. A little bit tall. I don't fit through the doorways, but you know, magic helps with that.
Ooh, I think you look pretty fine going through those straws.
You are currently not on duty. Nothing ever happens on this day. So you've been free for the day.
Oh, yes, I know, but they can still come to me and ask anything they like.
Oh, yeah, of course. And
yeah, Lazarus.
Other.
Oh, and I'm a wizard.
Everything but
His
the
class
important
is teacher, everybody.
Character's name is Character's name is Magni Blackiron. I am a dwarf from the mountains of Ironspire.
That's been told to us.
Huh? No.
My class is I'm a fighter. I'm a rune knight. Don't know my parents. They were killed. Raised by giants.
He's a dwarf.
I'm a dwarf.
That's why that's important. We got the raised by giants, not the why is that special.
Yep. So I'm a very short giant. And yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. So you have all found your way into the inner circle of the city. This is where all the festivities tend to take place. You can go a little bit further out as people do try to take advantage of the festival going on whenever it does by setting up stalls and like small marketplaces, trying to sell off their wares with all the people coming in to take part. But you have managed to make your way into this large festival area. You can see that people are putting on a show. There's like magical pyrotechnics. It hasn't stopped working yet. You tend to know when exactly things stop because people's performances just don't work anymore. You've got people doing pyrotechnics, making fireworks. You have illusionists conjuring dragons around the place as they put on little battles between two illusionists. And you have managed to find your way into the courtyard. Is there anything that anyone would like to be doing before all the festivities really kick off? I know that you particularly, Simi, wanted
I fucking love it.
to sell some wares. Have you set up a stall, or are you basically just walking around?
Well, my character personally wouldn't be the one selling.
Okay.
He'd just be the one standing next to the seller to make sure that people don't try and, work the people over.
Yeah.
Because he's just standing there, smiling in that lovely lizard way, which will be shown later.
No, go on, do it.
The stall itself has a collection of what you can only presume to be dead animal bits and things made from dead animal bits.
Wonderful.
And it is not money they trade, but it is a literal barter system. You give them something cool, they'll give you something cool.
Cool.
Because they don't care for money.
Yeah. So your stall has people coming up to it with full coin purses. No one expected you to be there trying to barter with people for weird shit. So people keep coming up. They're like, "Oh, how much of this? Like little trinket here and there," and they get responses like, "Oh, like, what do you have to trade?" They're like, "Trade," and they start pulling out coins, and they're trying to talk to the person that's actually doing the selling as you're overwatching all of this. Did anyone want to be doing anything in particular?
So I'm the person that's holding up the cotton candy stand.
Yeah.
So when little kids coming around, I'm like, here you go. Just enjoy. Don't die.
So is this like a free cotton candy store? You just
Yeah, I'm just handing out.
you're just spinning cotton candy. People like little kids run up to you. They're like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
You just hand one off to them, and they just run off. They're not sure if this is like a free stand or anything, but they come, grab it, and just leave.
Yeah.
They seem none the wiser.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that they're having all a good time and making sure that they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
I want to see the smile on the faces.
100%. Easy.
I'm part of the little dance floor disco that I've organised with the school because
Yeah.
I'm from the town.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of the bards
Yeah.
from the other parts of the
Playing
school
music.
playing some music, and being a blade singer, I love to dance. So
Wonderful.
I'm just entertaining people, dancing on the dance floor.
Awesome. You've got like some
Doing
little,
my moves.
You've got some little like sparks and flames that kind of come off of your body as you move. It's kind of like you're doing sword play as you're
with my cane.
Yeah, but it sort of looks like sword play. So you're doing almost like a Tai Chi-esque kind of thing, like that they do with the spears, but you're using like a one-handed sword.
But it's a big dance floor. Other people are
Yeah,
dancing.
people are
Like, feel free
free
to
to-
join.
free
I'm
to
just
join.
there to make sure,
You
know.
do have a bit of a crowd around you, so people aren't 100% sure what's going on. There's no like real signage up or anything. They actually think you're putting on a show. So people are
It's a little awkward.
they're just watching you. They're like they're enthralled by your performance. Rob, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna go grab some drinks and then go hang out with the store with him.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So you've actually taken some of the goods, like the things that they're trying to trade, and you're trying to trade like some of these trinkets and stuff for drinks. And you're not having a lot of success, but you've actually been ushered over by one person.
What's so funny?
I don't understand how that gets everyone.
I just wanted to delay opening.
Yeah. You have managed to get someone that's like, yeah, come on, sure, let's do it. We'll supply you with some drinks as these things that you're bringing over are kind of cool. You've got like some particularly large fangs. They look like that you're trying to
Yes, thanks.
like snake fangs. But that's how you're getting your drinks. You bring them back. You sort of hand one off to one of the people that are around that you know. And
I'll give him one as well.
yeah.
What is the drink?
What are you doing at this festival?
Well, hearing that the magic turns off once in a millennia, I want to find a magic act that where they cut people in half and see what happens when the magic turns off.
You don't have any where people are cut in half. So there's no like traditional magic shows going on, but you do find
I'm not gonna lie, that's a bit fucked up.
you do actually find a fire breather that looks like they're not doing the traditional way with like alcohol and a torch. They're actually making fire themselves, but they look like they're essentially casting like dragon breath, but they're doing it in a really odd way where they're lighting their hands up and eating the fire before they do it. So it's like, yeah, okay, this guy might actually just get burned if this spell goes awry.
Interesting.
But you have all been here for several hours. You're just enjoying in the festivities. As it is night, you know that something's going to happen any time now. It's about 9:30.
Oh man,
So nearly got it. It's 9:23.
I've run out of fucking cotton candy. I don't know what to feed the children anymore.
You just have a satchel that's just like these crystals that just they power it for a long time.
Yeah, no.
So
I've just run out.
Yeah. So you could keep going if you wanted to, but so you have enough to go for as long as you'd like. Essentially.
After talking to some people about what they're going on with and doing everything, I'm going to actually create a cotton candy again. And I've been hearing other stories about people trading like some wares and goods, and I wanted to see what's going on. So I'm gonna go take that and head over there.
Yeah, cool.
So I take that and I see. And I walk up, and what is it that I see?
You see a big but slender lizard folk with sandy scales, and it's wearing. You can very clearly see big ass snake skin, and he's just staring at this drink that he was given and just going.
It's ale.
And there's me standing next to him, just like.
What do you look like?
I don't remember, but I'm green. Similar thing to him, but green.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see
Are
it,
you
but that's
wearing
you.
actual? Are you wearing actual clothes? Or are you wearing like?
He has
animal
pants and a
clothes?
scarf.
Yeah.
You're actually wearing people clothes.
No, he has pants and a scarf.
Oh.
Close enough to people.
What's under your tunic?
So what else are you trading? What's gonna catch someone's eye?
Well, on the left side of just pure animal dead bits, it's things from snakes, lizards, birds, some types of cows, and on the right side is things you can make from those. So bags, water skins, flutes, little weird harp instruments, and then there's a very small section of weird little statues.
So you just outright go into the forest and kill things?
No. It's
I'm the
Look,
one that kills
I'm-
in the forest.
Okay, so I was going to say, I'm not the one that to say things, but I don't think they should be desired for you. Also, the one thing that I just want to understand is just like I got told that you trade things for wares and you don't use coin.
talked.
Yeah, but then I realized when I came up to you two, I couldn't see anything that I liked, so I just thought, here's some cotton candy. Enjoy it. That will actually turn out to be better dessert, but another thing is that have fun slaughtering innocent things as I start to walk off.
You see that he was about to hand you what you could presume to be a shitty flute, but you've already walked off. Like, oh. So pocket it.
Cool.
Of the descriptive flute.
He's eating fire.
It's
As things start to feel odd, it's like a pit in the bottom of your stomach as things start to ramp up. Some of these acts that use more magic, they sort of start to either, like in terms of the illusions, they flicker out and they keep going for a little bit, but you can tell things are starting up. The guy that's breathing fire actually goes to eat it, nothing happens. He lights his hand up again as he breathes fire again. As it seems like magic's being pulled away from everything. You can feel it leaving your bodies as the festival continues. People are getting interested, people are sort of paying more attention to the more magical things going on. Parts of your performance have started to not actually show off any kind of like elemental trails or anything, so you're going back to more of like a martial kind of performance that you're doing.
I'd like to think at this point people have joined in the dancing.
A couple of people have joined in. There's actually a few other.
Because I hate
people
dancing for 3 hours straight, bro.
No. So there's a couple of people that have. So this is all happening fairly. Everything here has been recent. I just wanted to get you all letting me know what's going on. But a couple of people have noticed what you're doing. Other people that have studied in the same kind of blade work, and they're joining in with you and doing it alongside you as more of a collaborative, like meditation through dance kind of scenario. But you do still have people watching because they're watching the magics actually start to leave your performance. They're interested as to what's actually going to go on. People know that this happens, but it's because it happens so infrequently, it's something that anyone that does get to witness it isn't really sure of what to expect.
Anybody freaked out by the fact that I'm practically 9 foot tall?
No,
Fantastic.
there
So you've been here for a while.
are other.
Yeah, but people come.
There's like a 10-foot dude
I'm
over there
a
that's
massive
slightly
dude dancing with
No,
a sword.
there's actually like a couple of hill giants that are here. They're from the local areas. But it's a time where people just don't quarrel with each other. So the giants that they live off to the south, they normally don't like people invading their land because of what tends to happen when people find themselves in giant land, which is that they get defensive and then people jump straight to violence, and so they attack back. It's so people are more worried about the fact that they've just had some 9 foot, 10 foot even giants walk through the place, and they're like, oh shit, and then they just kind of walk over and sit down on the ground still higher than everyone else, and they're just enthralled in these performances. The cast of people in these crowds are getting really diversified. You have Aarakocra, you have elves, you have gnomes, you have drow, you have pretty much any race you can think of, you can see one of them somewhere. So no one is curious even about the race that you are. You assume that's mostly because of the fact that you actually live here. There are more Goliaths in the city, so people that are here are just used to, more used to the giant folk. They just know that you don't go and sort of trespass onto the land and go and kill something while you're down there, because it might actually be their livestock, and that's why they're protecting it. But yeah, no, not really. As all of the magic starts to waver, there are no actual mishaps that happen. Shit! It just stops working. It's exactly as you've all heard, that it's not actually some big event. It just stops.
Disappointment is immeasurable.
But as the magic fully starts to fade, the lights around the city actually start to go out. We're all left in quite a dark area. There are some like torch lights that are around, but everything starts to go sort of dark. It's the same as being in a city and then a blackout happens, where all of a sudden you can see the stars. And people start to look up. They're like, that's new. This is fantastical. And people sort of just start to sit down and enjoy it. And then something weird starts to happen. People are seeing these lights in the sky start to move. You can start seeing them swirling. They look like they're forming essentially a giant whirlpool in the sky. The lights are elongating and spinning around each other, as there is just light that makes its way in. It's like looking at a black hole. You got like this dark center, and the light just kind of stops at a point, leaves a ring. As this is the event. This is what people don't normally get to witness.
You know how long I've been waiting for this?
A millennia.
As far as I've been alive, like, throw about it.
So what are you all doing while this is going on? You know that this lasts at least a couple hours.
I'm just staring at it for now. Like looking at it in the clips.
Gonna get some water.
Yeah.
Dancing for a while.
Yeah, you gonna keep doing your thing?
I'm gonna get some water, sit down and watch.
Yeah, cool.
After watching
This is
for
very curious.
After watching for a little bit, I'm gonna duck around to other like performance stalls to see if anything happened while the magic went away.
Yeah, you sort of start walking around. Yeah, seeing, and you know that there were performers in all these spots, but they've sort of just stopped doing things, and people have moved into the spaces where they were. So you can kind of gather that no mishaps really happened, because there would probably still be a large, a large portion of area where people are sort of keeping out of, so that whatever's happened can be sort of rectified.
I'm not gonna wait another millennia.
I'm going to be staring at the stars.
Yeah.
Look around, pay attention to the happiness that is coming from this.
It's pure joy, wonder, and like all the kids that you saw running around and playing, and they're just like, they've got the biggest eyes. They're like, holy crap, this is the most, like, I see magic every day, but I've never seen the whole sky move like this.
I take it in. Or blissful and grateful that I get to see.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
whole thing. I'm going to have to teach people about this, so I better know what it is.
Yeah, you take
Whatever I see.
you while you're doing it, you look around a little bit. You actually see that there's other people doing the same thing. There's a guy next to you that's actually drawing. He's one of your students. And they're drawing, and they're actually trying to recreate the site of what it is in a notebook. And he's just.
I look at. I need a copy of that.
Good job, Timmy.
It's your assignment now.
What about you two? People have stopped coming to the stall as they're just preoccupied with other things now.
Well, after looking at it for a while, Simi would probably just start helping pack away the trade stuff from the front tables.
You're actually just like, it's all done, and you're like packing shit up.
Okay, cool. A few of the other lizards would be watching, as
Yeah, of course.
still something about lizard folk is they don't write anything down; it's all vocal, so
Yeah.
they'll memorize it.
Yeah, cool.
But I am not the memorizer. I'm the one that helps the older grannies start packing up all the stuff, so
Yeah.
people don't just come up and grab shit.
Drusilla, what are you doing?
I'm just staring at the.
Just
sky,
watching? Yeah, cool. Sorry, you were the first one to answer me, yeah. You just didn't say a lot, and then everyone's like, yeah, I've got things I want to do. So I'm going to have Nero and Magni, you two are actually paying attention to the crowd. I'm going to get you both to roll me perception checks.
15.
11.
11. You, Magni, you sort of notice that there's people sort of opening up and making a pathway. It seems like someone's either pushing through them, or maybe someone's being led through, like someone of high regard, like a noble of some kind. And they're sort of like pushing, and you can see the sort of trail of people. It's like when you're at a festival and you just see people opening up when something's going down. Nero, you have a better vantage point. You can see where it's opening up, as you can actually see a man walking through by himself, as he's actually grabbing people and throwing them out of the way, as other people are sort of, who are around them, are sort of catching them, like getting knocked out of their daze, as they're like catching them, like, what the fuck is this? You've got a little bit of a commotion going on from that area.
Yeah.
As he's walking through these people. Looks to be, on a fucking mission of some kind.
Can I see race?
Yeah, you can see that he is human.
I'm gonna start walking up to approach.
Yeah. So you're walking through crowds?
Yeah. So
but obviously you're being a little
going
kind
through
about it,
my
and you're
codes.
trying to weave through them and find a better way.
Sorry, excuse me, it's good cotton candy. I'm gonna go through.
Yeah. As he makes his way into this, where this large statue is in the center of the place, as the two of you are specifically watching this guy, as he pushes the last person to the side, stands there, looks at the statue, puts his hand on it, and then you just see a flash of light. This is bright enough that every single one of you notice that there's something going on down on the ground, as there's a bang, as everyone just sort of snaps out of what's going on, and everyone turns, look at this statue, as there's a gleam of light coming off of it, as the whole thing just crumbles. As he starts to climb up the rubble, using it sort of like a podium.
Still making my way to it.
Yeah, you're still sort of pushing your way through.
Hi, sorry. Yeah, it's good. Don't step there. Thank you.
I'll look towards as well.
Yeah.
I'll start heading over there, destroying school property.
He sure is. He sure is destroying school property. As he stands
Somebody stop him.
on top, there is a bit of a commotion going on. People are like, what is happening? What's it? You see some guards down the end. They're like, move out of the way, please. Excuse me. As they're pushing the way in. People are coming from every side and they're surrounding him.
Yeah.
as he
Two
climbs.
questions. Sorry.
Yeah.
What was the statue?
Statue was of a elven woman. She was actually the founder of the school about 300 years ago.
Okay.
Front
And
fucking center, bro.
this isn't a question for you.
Oh, it's like yeah, that one.
I love how you asked Rob. I love how you asked Rob, not the teacher.
Well, yeah. With the knowledge that that it's not the school, I'll probably rush in with some of the guards being part of the staff. And
As
that sort of stuff.
people are coming in from all directions. Almost no one is looking up anymore. You can see that everything's gone from this really blissful.
Keep writing that down.
Yeah, it's gone from this really blissful thing to someone has just done something to disturb an event that most people never get to witness. So,
He did magic.
exactly.
I'm just going to assume
make
this
me-
is normal.
An Arcana check, if you would.
Yeah, I'm just going to be in the back.
I'm good at that one.
You should be a wizard.
That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20, you feel the residual feel of like a magical blast come off of it. It feels like thunder damage, but it's not. The blast itself is pretty much like the cone from the sonic boom. It's the explosion has happened, and you're just feeling the residual shockwave move out. It doesn't deal anyone any damage. It's not pushing anyone over, but you can feel it.
That should be impossible.
As he stands atop the rubble, looks out over the crowd, everyone already standing at it. A couple of guards have managed to make their way all the way to the front. The three of you have made your way either to the very front or maybe like 2 or 3 people back. As he stands there and says, "I am Lapis. I, once a Duke of Onderon, rescind my title and declare war upon any that would oppose me."
Any of us know who he is? Would it be something
He says he's a
recognizable?
Duke. You don't know, like, Dukes specifically. They're like low-ranking nobles. You know where Onderon is. It's north, not on this continent, but to the north continent.
Say it'd be mighty rude for you to start up there and declaring war for no
Silence.
No.
Any who would oppose me shall die.
Isn't that right?
As he lifts his hand up to the sky, looks like he's drawing like a magical symbol above him. As he, like they're starting to light up. It's like he's actually drawing on the air. As he grabs onto it, as he spins, as the whole circle starts to spin and open up and just covers the whole square. You can see through it, but you can see it sort of moving. As the sky itself starts to fall inwards.
You're gonna fix that statue? That's destruction of school property. I don't want to fight you, but like that cost a lot.
Still just standing, looking up.
Excuse me.
Everyone, get the fuck out of here. You don't know what's about to happen.
It starts to come down. Lazarus, I'll get you to make me one more Arcana check.
That is 25. That's
25?
20.
You know what this spell is, and this is definitely a spell. This is the 9th level spell Gate.
Please look that up.
Tell
me what it does.
He is currently opening a portal to somewhere. You don't know where it's being opened to, but you know that either something's going to come through it, or he plans on sending things through it.
I start yelling at the kids and like innocent people. All right, you need to get the fuck out of here because we don't know what's about to happen, and if you don't want to stick around, you will be dead. You will be dead.
Talking too fast.
People are starting to scatter. This is definitely not normal.
And you're starting not to
Get
take
up
action.
nice and tall, big booming voice. Everybody get out!
As the scrambling starts to everyone turns and looks and turns and just starts going away.
I start to move away with them, trying to help anyone that's tripping over.
Yeah.
I'm trying to assist anyone.
Plenty of people are tripping. There's the guards that are there are scrambling themselves. They're shouting out. They're trying to. No, they're not trying to leave. They're trying to go towards him with spears and swords as they're calling out, "Stop!" You're under arrest. There.
If you guys don't want to die, help everyone else get out.
And as people
Now.
They're ignoring you.
I see people falling down. I pick one up. Someone's coming up and I'm like, "Don't step here."
As
Man's protecting that dog shit.
the spinning magic circle stops as this funnel. So this isn't something you can directly see from your vantage point, but essentially what's happened is it's caused a funnel from the sky as it's all coming straight down to a point. As what you can see is that there is the end of the funnel moving down into his hand as the swirling stars actually start to descend down into it and are being absorbed into him. Doesn't say anything else.
Getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell the guards again. Last chance if you don't want to die, leaving. I'm going to just pick up 2 children, one in each hand. Let's go.
As a couple of the guards at this point, it's only been about 10 seconds. A couple of the guards at this point, they're just like, he's not stopping. They start to run in. A couple of them at the same time, they take one takes a swing with the sword, one tries to stab at him. As they connect, you watch a spear go straight through him just before you turn. Cuts straight into his chest, and then disintegrate backwards. The guard that was holding it, his hands actually start to burn, and it's not a flame burn. It's the skin starts sort of melting off of his hand. He drops it, falls to the ground in pain, starts screaming. The guy with the sword also slash straight through him. He didn't even move, didn't flinch. As you see it cut open his robe from the back, you see blood start to pour out, but the same thing happens. It disintegrates the weapon as he actually fully takes the brunt of what the other guy did. He was just further back as he just collapses to the ground in a pile of ash. He's doing
Running.
yeah.
I'll take my
The lizard people are
Get
packing up.
everybody out.
I'll take my 25 foot of movement and get out of here.
all the students. Yeah, I'm doing the teacher thing, gathering students, getting them out. Go, idiots, go. There's no test tomorrow. Leave.
I'm standing
You hear
there.
a few
I'm pushing everyone away as I'm saying, "Still get out." And I go, "Oh no, the chicken!" As I start running up, and I pick up this chicken and I start running. And I'm like, "Move!" And it's like,
After what you have seen, as you do start to leave, you see a few people that are watching. They're not scrambling, they're not running, but they actually start walking towards him. They don't look like they're doing so aggressively either. They're just walking in the opposite direction to everyone else. Some of them are, big, tough-looking people. There's a Goliath among them. There's a couple of dwarves. There are some elves. People of all races. They're actually going towards him. Some of them have weapons still sheathed. Does anyone want to look back? See what they're doing?
It's that time to do a spell.
after I get the chicken a safe way, I'm like, "Okay, you good fly." That's it. Boot it.
A bunch of other chickens come out of nowhere, swarm you and start attacking you.
I'm like, alright. As I turn around to just see what's going on, gazing out, making sure everyone's kind of safe. I see that.
These people that are walking towards, they get about 30 feet from him, and then they take a knee. They look like they're submitting to him.
A little weird.
We said anyone that wants to oppose him will die. So, just from the look of it, you can see that these people seem to be accepting what he's saying. Maybe.
Dun, dun, dun.
Maybe. That is something that I'll leave to you. We all start to run. You, looking back every now and then, you're watching all of the cosmos swirl in together and bring themselves downwards as he's absorbing it all. You get about 90 foot away and you actually start to see portals open. They're different though. These you've never seen before. None of you have. The things walking through them, you do know about. These are mechanical beings that uphold natural law as they're coming out in droves. You see, just from where you are, you see like 6 of them. As you turn, there's more over there as they're coming out, as they start just walking towards him in the center. What are you doing?
This I've got to watch.
You want to watch?
Absolutely.
I will also watch.
How far away am I?
You're about 100 foot. So from where you have left, you're about 100 foot away from him. You're still in the larger courtyard.
Yeah.
So this whole place was about 150 foot radius. So you're about 100 foot out as you see these portals that are opening up, basically like through buildings. The way that it looks, it's not like a normal portal. You have seen portals before, you have used them, you have stepped through them when you're traveling between major cities. They're usually like a fluid-looking circular portal. No, I don't know how else to say that. Yeah. These look like they're actually just phasing through whatever material is there, whether it be the air or a building. One's coming like 3/4 of the way through a lamppost. But they're walking through these portals. They're different though. They feel different. They're not giving off magical energy.
Being 100 foot away, I stop, look, and just say, "Ah, shit! I don't have a stick on me."
They are taking a very direct route towards him.
Yeah.
But they're not like bumping into people.
Yeah.
They seem to be sort of emitting almost like an aura around them, where people see them and they go that way. Someone trips and it keeps moving towards, but it actually stops stepping, moves backwards so it doesn't stand on them, and then steps over them and keeps walking.
How tall are these things?
They're actually about the same height as you. So they're only a medium-sized creature. And let me get these guys. What did you say?
So that's pretty tall.
Like a medium-sized creature.
Yeah, well, that's pretty tall.
Because you're small. I get it. I get it.
So while me and what was his name again? Cypher?
Sky Dragon.
What was the nickname?
Simi?
Simi. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So while I was helping him pack up everything and to get ready to get out.
Oh, anyone that was still at those stalls have left them. Your people know when things are.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming
at a
like
point
after
of
I've obviously packed
they're
up
just leaving.
yeeted out of there, I want to try and cast Eldritch Blast to see if anything happens.
Sure. No, that's all right. So what are you going to try and cast it at?
I don't know, is there a tree?
So you're just going to pick a... There's no trees, you're in the middle of the
Tree,
city.
I just up in the air.
Yeah.
Just
As you go through your normal movements as you. you clearly saw magic, but it's not working for you.
Okay. Weird. Cool.
This event is weird.
So is everyone staying or is anyone leaving?
Staying.
Yes.
I just want to see what these robots do.
Pretty much what I'm doing as
Or
well.
what these mechanical medium-sized creatures do.
Yeah. So I am getting them up so I can show you what they look like. So they look like that. They're known as Marut. As anyone here is more than welcome to make me a history check.
Am I good at that?
What, 8?
I am not, but I will like to roll dice because the first one of this campaign is not as good as the other.
Anyone who rolls a 13 or higher, let me know.
Exactly 13.
Just you?
I said 13 or higher, let him know. I didn't roll 13 or higher.
Yeah. You have, no, that's alright. That's why I said, is it just you?
Sorry, what was the roll?
History. To know what these things are. You know,
yeah, fuck that.
you have a basic understanding of them. You know that you have seen them somewhere, and you know that they are enforcers of natural law. But you, in specific, Lazarus, you know that these things only come about when something fundamental about the planes is changed. They're known as inevitables.
Oh, that's not good.
It's not good. When these things are invoked, something bad has happened. As they start to approach, and he's still just absorbing this energy into himself. He doesn't seem to look, he doesn't seem to notice until they're right up on him. As he looks down, closes his hand, the portal closes. As he stands, looks at them, and just declares, "Come on then, let's do it." As they walk up, they start. It's basically just a punch that they do. They don't have any kind of like melee weapons or anything. They just kind of hit and subdue. As they come through, one of them clocks him in the face. He basically gets knocked back. One behind him hits him as well. As he stands up, he's bleeding from his wound in his chest, the slash along his back. He's been hit a few times. As he puts his hand into his pocket and pulls out what looks like a feather. As he... It looks like a feather, but it looks like a scroll at the same time. As he reads a word off of it. You don't hear it from where you are. You feel it boom off of him as you watch these things around him stop, one of them like mid-punch, and they just sort of break apart into component pieces. They litter the ground around him. As he turns around and he opens up a more normal looking portal to use. Says, anyone who's coming with me, step through. You're going?
No.
Okay.
So it would be fun to see from the other side.
Yeah. As people step through, he steps through,
Down going fucked up.
and the portal
Messing with those
closes.
machines.
Portal closes. As
School property.
when you look up, it looks the same as it did before all this started. However, there's vastly less light in the sky. He's actually taken something from it and absorbed it into himself. What are you doing?
Hey, seeing as the commotion is all over, you want to go set up again? I could go for another drink.
I want more cotton candy.
Yeah, we'll go find that fancy fella. Maybe he's got something.
This festival sucked. I want to go again.
I'm going to attempt to see if magic is back there that he's gone.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing still. Just going to gather all the students
Yeah.
that I can see.
Yeah.
Folks just
And escort
absolutely
them
not
back
fucking
into the
understanding what's just
courtyard.
happening. Going like, okay.
There's
Got a mess to clean up.
you're not getting a lot of people that are willing to go back with you. At this point, so
Anyone that
in
comes
order to
back
go,
doesn't have to do a test.
in order to go and find people, you've had to leave the courtyard. There's no one left in there.
We should find where the biggest crowd is and then set
So
up
from
there.
where I was standing watching the big dudes disintegrate,
Yeah.
now everything, all the commotion's gone.
Yeah.
Go have a look what they turned into.
Yeah. You walk over. As you get closer, the area itself feels broken. Like the actual physical world in this area feels broken in some way. You walk over as you pick up a piece of whatever these things crumbled into. It just feels like little bits of copper and steel and just different base metals, essentially. Base crafting metals.
Some of the bigger pieces.
Yeah.
I might just
Yeah. Yeah.
remember back.
Yeah, you've just got a bunch of scrap metal, essentially. Yeah. When you pick it up, it doesn't feel unnatural. Like it doesn't feel special at all. It doesn't feel magically charged or anything. Metal. Yeah. You've just got a bunch of scrap metal, essentially. Yeah.
Things is, do I see anybody who didn't leave?
No.
Any?
Everyone is gone. The only people that are still here are you guys.
That's what I'm saying. Do I see any of
Yeah. The
you
rest.
guys? Because we don't know each other.
None of you left.
You said
Yeah.
you're picking up pieces.
I'm standing there and I take out my knife from my hip and I kind of pay attention to where the stars were missing.
Yeah.
And I just scratch something, like a mark as much as I
So-
can to understand from.
When I'm saying it looks like stars are missing, it's like when you actually look up to stars, and they are still swirling.
Okay.
So they're not stationary, but it's also a matter of like you can look here and see stars, but no matter how much you walk towards it,
Yeah.
you don't ever seem like you're really getting closer to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not doing that. I'm just reflecting. I'm running through my head what happened, like seeing everyone smiling and laugh, and then paying attention to somebody who was making their way to the statue. As
Yeah.
I was trying to think. Grab that fucker. The dick.
Go to the dick.
No, that's it.
Anything you would like to be doing?
With all of that shindig done, you just see my one just starting to pack away the rest of the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
With everyone gone, he kind of just hurries up just to get some more important stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone's safe. That's what he's happy about at this point. This is just getting some stuff back.
Yeah. There was only a few casualties out of all of this. It was only those that actually attacked this guy.
Did anybody in the courtyard left by any guards that were still there or anything? See if there's any, going to be a lot of mess. Just
Yeah.
like to go in and see
Well-
what the damage is.
Weirdly, there's the only mess is this metal that sort of surrounds and the rubble from the statue. It's all fairly localized. You could look around the rest of it and imagining people being there, it looks the same as it did. So for all of the grandeur of things that just happened, things that you just witnessed, it looks like almost nothing physical happened. Other than the few dead guys on the ground.
See him collecting these
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
You might not want to do that.
Why?
You don't know where they came from. They're gonna come looking for them.
They're gonna come.
I'll give them back then.
So walk over as I hear that. You see,
So it's just
you
us
seem like
five.
somebody who kind of knows what they're talking about.
There's a few guards, but it's
Yeah,
not-
these things only turn up when shit's not right.
I don't think it gives you kind of permission to tell them what to do though.
I didn't tell him what to do. I said he probably shouldn't because they're gonna come looking for him.
I just came off with your tone a bit bossy.
It's scrap.
What the fuck did you just say?
Your tone. It was just a bit bossy.
My tongue.
Your tone.
I'll continue.
As you saying this, one of the guards actually does come over and he's like, I probably wouldn't take that either. We should probably be making sure that doesn't go anywhere.
You can see the way he
We
said
don't-
it sounded like quite concerning, not actual bossy.
We don't know what it is. We know what they were, but we don't know where they come from. So it's probably best that's not falling into the wrong hands.
My hands.
We don't know that that's not the wrong hands.
I didn't do that to them.
You also didn't leave.
Right?
It's my job to stay. Okay.
The fuck is it, Lazarus?
Well, this is
Have a
happening.
toothache from all the cotton candy or something? Like,
Well, this is
No, I
happening.
don't
I'm
need
just
that.
creeping up behind
Someone
Blake's
should-
character.
Sure.
Give me more of that cotton candy, bro.
You know, it's mighty polite to say hello before you ask questions.
Sorry. You have any more of that cotton candy? Do you want some more?
I do.
And I'm running down the street.
I just have to wait until I can do it again.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to the guard and be like, so
Stare at the side of his head.
what do we want to do about this?
Clean it up.
No, I mean about this. As a
Clean it up.
gesture to him taking the stuff when we both agree that he probably shouldn't.
We need to clean it up, but we need to be putting it away somewhere safe. Can you please put back what you've already taken into your bag, please? Shit, it's like a comical amount of shit comes out of it. Like you, it's almost like
Such a
you
small
had
dwarf. It's
an
like
empty bag
taller than
and you
you.
just like taken everything out of it. You're like, fine.
if I could sneak one piece.
He's watching you.
Sleight of hand it. There's some-
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand check.
Can I get a D20? I would advantage.
I swear you have more than one dice set.
I
swear.
today.
Okay.
Nine. Yeah,
15.
Says you have
As
advantage.
he does,
doesn't say
he
to
does, and the other bit.
Gotta hand it to him.
You mean
I'm
hand it to him, right?
gonna have to ask everyone to clear out of the area, please. You just didn't. I'm gonna have to ask everyone to clear out of the area, please. We have some investigating to do.
okay, I'll be in the school.
I'm just wondering, can I
Thank you.
still open up shop to make sure, like, you know, all the cattle and the cattle and everything's going to be okay?
I guess so, as long as you're not doing it here.
Oh, this is my shop is that way.
Thank you.
The lizard has already packed away the things.
Yeah, you just in the background, just like putting shit onto a cart and walk off. Then a couple of the guards kind of look over you like, okay, like sure.
My shit, fuck off.
Yeah.
I just say to the guard, I'll go get the headmaster. They'll know more about what to do with these stuff.
Okay, thank you. As they start to converge a little bit as he's sort of pointing out and pointing to a couple of different people, gesturing around to all the stuff on the ground. As some of these other guards start to come around, they start to pack it all up into a pile, essentially. Someone else has run off, probably to go and get something to put it all in.
You really had to check this stuff.
But what are you doing from this point?
Tailing him.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tail him. You're looking for cotton candy.
I'm walking up to where my small little like wagon wheel type cart is.
Yep.
It usually would carry like injured sheep.
Yeah.
And that's where the machine is that allows for the cotton candy to exist.
Yeah.
I pick that up and start walking it back to.
Yeah, sure. As you're following him,
Yeah, patiently waiting.
you're heading back to the school.
I'm looking for the headmaster.
Yep. You know that the headmaster was here, but people have scattered. Most people that you would know to be a little bit more either magically or martially inclined, kind of took the notion of we can't do anything right now, so the best option is to get out of here, and so they've left. You don't know where to. But yeah, are you heading back to the school, or are you actually going to walk around the city and look for them?
But first, I'm going to go to the school,
Yeah.
see who may have returned.
Yeah. Yeah, you head back to the school. You notice that there are a few of the people that would normally hang around there. The headmaster is there. There's some more faculty and some students that just kind of are always sort of around, and they've taken shelter there, as it is a little ways off. It's only about like 20 minutes off from the center, but they've taken refuge there.
Headmaster, explain what I saw, because I saw a lot of it, and then
You
ask them
have
why
you have
the
books
constructs.
that you'd be able to point them out in. Where are you headed?
Fucking great. The one night in a millennia that this shit happens, it's all fucked up. My knot is ruined. I can't even take a scrap. I'm a wanderer.
Where are you wandering? What are you sort of looking to do? Nothing?
Nothing. I'm in a weird town. Never been here before.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Where's
the
and
tavern?
where are you taking your goods?
Taking it to the rest of my people,
Yep.
and then I discuss with them.
We all need to find them, is the...
Probably wouldn't be hard. They all stick together in one big ass clump.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that fled.
Yes, people fled, not lizards.
People being jargon
All
for
kinds.
anything vaguely humanoid.
Well,
Except scrap metal.
they probably wouldn't stick in the city. They would probably go and set up camp a bit into the forest, or just on the outskirts.
Roll me an investigation check, see if you can find.
If it helps, I can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and cities.
No, but you're trying to find people.
It,
You're not remembering where things are. You're trying to find people.
You
in that
remember
area.
the-
the idea is I would remember the places and then deduce which place they would most likely go. Like they're not
Yeah.
going to head into the industrial
Yeah.
district.
So
There's-
roll me
there's
investigation to find them. You know, you have a general idea of where you've moved
Natural
through,
one, so you
but
good.
it doesn't say you can find people in those areas.
That's
Over there,
oh,
over there,
that's
up
terrible.
there.
You said investigation, right?
Yes.
I have to remember where it is. There it is. Terrible. 2. Where the fuck?
So,
Close to 20.
Nero, what are you doing once you arrive back at your little shop house?
I see if my machine turns back on.
You press it, give it a bit of a, as it kind of jumps the generator that it uses. It's not a magical machine. It's actually just a cotton candy machine.
Yeah, it uses solar power.
Yeah, as you hit it a little bit as it kicks over, you assume that maybe someone's like knocked into it as all the commotion was happening, and it's just sort of jammed something as you've got it working as it starts up.
Bye.
Pick a crystal out, mate.
It starts.
It takes a bit to, kind of get set up.
He's just.
As you can start
Starts licking his
seeing,
eyeballs.
like he threw this crystal in as it looks like it's sort of like broken apart and spiderwebbed.
As it starts to go up and start getting ready, I take one of the sticks and I start getting it. Circle it around.
Yeah.
So you just wanted one?
Can I get two?
Yeah, sure. Right. So I can do this kid size, adult size, or afro size.
Yes. Two, please.
So I make one afro size. So
Yep.
it's like this big.
Yeah. Make me a performance check. See if you can make it that.
Doesn't stand up.
Can you make dense fairy floss?
18.
Yes, you do it as you get it like as big as you want it essentially. You pull this thing out. You've actually just used up that entire crystal making this one. There's nothing left in the thing.
Grab another one and just.
Let's see. Starts to break apart, and once it's got its momentum going, putting more stuff in works out a lot quicker than actually starting it up and getting it working. So
as it's starting to go, and you sit, you stand there and go. Does this stop how you stop the animals before you kill them?
Huh?
Is this generally how you would stop the animals before you would kill them?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't usually harvest them. I just kill them and run away.
You do take them back. You're a hunter. You're not a killer.
He's a hunter, not a gatherer.
You do normally take your kills back to the tribe with you.
Make this one. I try to make this one as big as that one.
Yeah. So just give me another performance check.
This one's 10.
10.
Yeah.
So you're making this one as it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. As it starts to collapse a little bit, so you like quickly sort of remove it from it. You couldn't get this one to hold its structural integrity. It is a bit small on the other one, but you know if you try and put it back in there, they've collapsed, formed too close together, and it will fall apart if you keep going.
Ready? Well, there you go. As big as I can make that one.
That's right. Thank you very much.
All
the way. I go back to Simi.
You turn around, you start walking out, and you go, roll me investigation. You're like, fuck, I just followed a dude.
Natural 20, 19.
Yeah, so you...
You have a -1 as well?
He's a hunter.
21. Wait, investigation?
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, so you walk out, and you're like... You're like pointing with your with your cotton candy.
With a cotton candy.
As you just start heading that way, you find your way back to the town centre. You see everything that's going on. You actually notice that they've brought a cart in and they're starting to load all of this material up into the cart. As you just kind of you stand there, you gather your bearings and you go, came from that way. You just start heading that way. You basically go out to the point where you immediately entered the city as you're heading down that way. It takes you about an hour and a half or something to actually run into him, but you don't quite get to outside the city yet, and you just sort of find him wandering around through there.
I didn't catch that last part.
You find
found him? Okay.
Yeah, you find him wandering around, like towards the outskirts.
Hey, Simi, I got you some. Oh, thank you. I didn't eat any of that one. I only got one. You only gave me one.
He eats it like you know how you see dogs like try and chomp water.
Oh,
Yeah, just rapidly eats the cotton candy because it's cotton candy.
see, but the best part is as you're doing that, you're like chomping into it. It feels like air. You're chomping at it, but because you keep putting your face into it, you've got it like starting to stick to your face and like to your chin too. And you're like, you pull back a bit. You're like, stop. clawing it off of your face, and you just look at it, and it's like stuck to your fingers now, like, and it looks like the same as it is on the stick.
Just puts its whole head in the milk.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't know what this stuff is, so he's just like,
He'll just start licking it. He'll do it until it's gone.
yeah, and you lick it off your hand, and it starts to dissolve, and it gets like real small and sticky, and it's just a thing in your hand. You manage to get it all off your finger. You're like, oh, okay, shit, okay.
Alright, cool. We
Got this. The rest of this stick of the stuff to go. You're just gonna try and eat it the same way, or are you gonna...
A bit more slower, but with this, he's gonna keep looking for where the people went.
Yeah. So, you found Simi. Simi's looking for the rest of the group, but as he's sort of walking around, you can't find anyone. They seem to have literally just scattered.
Like lizards.
Like lizards when you pick up the thing from the shed and you just watch them go.
You gotta go check the sewer grates, bro.
Home is...
That's campaign 2.
Well, where in relation to the desert is this city?
So
Here.
so that's out to the west.
Yeah. But how much travel is it?
Few days.
Yeah, they were.
Lucky that was empty.
You can kind of like gather that they would have scattered in the commotion. They've probably lost each other. Give me an insight check.
Oh, use blue. Yeah, that's better. 16.
Yeah, they probably would have lost each other in the commotion. So, like a lot of the people that you're seeing now, people are looking for the people that they were at this festival with. So the streets this far out have more people there, but people are sort of trying to stay away from the inner circle, and they're just trying to meet back up with the people that they were with. Some people are sort of headed, they seem like they're headed to a central location, like for them, like homes or like the school or something, but you have no idea where the people you came with would have gone, because as you said, you don't usually come here. You don't know the layout of the whole place.
Mm.
You know that everyone would know the way back home, but you also know that they probably wouldn't head there right now.
They'll probably make camp outside.
We can look for him later. Can't
Yeah.
find him now.
What do now?
You said you were going to look for like a tavern or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna pat down my bag, see how much coin I actually have on me.
As you find your coin first, and you're like, alright, cool, got my stuff.
We'll try to find.
And you
Leave
start sort of
supplies.
looking around, and you
then
see a whole...
take a look around.
The lights are still mostly out. It's
No
making
more
things
trade.
pretty
Don't need
hard.
to stand around anymore.
But you investigate around a little bit. Give me an investigation check.
Could find more food like this. He crunches.
16.
16. You find like a shopping district. Like a lot of the buildings here have
Cotton candy.
signs that are coming out from the top of them. You find like a magic shop. You find like a bakery, and you do see a like a bar, but there's no lights on.
There's no lights on anywhere. I
Yeah.
look through the window.
Look in as there's doesn't seem to be anyone in there.
What kind of school is this?
You very much know that it's a bar, not a school.
I mean, like this general area, we're in a school with a fucking.
There's a school in the city. You're walking around looking for a bar. So you found you found a shopping district.
Is the door unlocked? I just give it a tug. Push. Fuck.
They had time to lock their doors.
Well, yeah, everyone's been
At the festival, bro.
out at the festival.
Sit down and just contemplate.
As
This city is the
he
worst nightlife ever.
This
will
sucks.
fast forward through the aftermath of what's happened. You start to feel that pit in your stomach go away as the magical lights start to come on. People start to use this opportunity to really start to find the people that they were celebrating with. Streets start to clear out, people go home, as no one actually returns to the bar itself. It's a bar, not a bar.
When will the nightmare end?
You watch a few people walk through the area and past, and as people start to settle down, go home.
I'll try and flag a couple of them down just to ask them, like, where can I go sleep? Like, where around here can I rent a room?
As they give you directions to an actual inn, as it's out of the shopping district itself. You do have to go somewhat towards the middle of town, but they tell you, don't worry, it's not like you don't have to go all the way into the inner.
It's fine.
Because they'll give you directions to follow. They give you a bunch of actual landmarks to follow and turn at, as they will give you directions to an inn.
There.
Yeah.
Room.
Returning to you, Lazarus. You are talking to the headmaster. You've gone and found some of your books on the subject. You already sort of knew what they were. You've mentioned the name to him, and basically said that you've never seen them before. You've heard stories about them, you've read books on them, but you've never actually seen them come about, and they're basically telling you the same thing. We don't know where they come from. They don't seem to come from any of the inner or the outer planes. They just sort of appear when something especially bad happens. And you're going through these books to try and find more information on them. I'll get you to roll me either an investigation or a history check, whatever you're better at, just to go through these books and find information that you're going for. Yeah. So what you know is literally that these. Basically what I've already told you, that they only come around during these times. They get their nickname Inevitable because of the fact that once they go after something, they always get it. They're seemingly impossible to stop, which kind of triggers something because you watched them get destroyed. And it's not a matter of like beings from outer planes, elementals and devils and things. When they're killed in a different plane, they reform somewhere. They're actually just seemingly unstoppable until they find the thing that is happening and remove it. So this is new, and this is new in every book you find. This is something that no one has information on, as far as you can tell. I am assuming that you two are just gonna form a camp at basically the entrance point of where you came in from.
Yeah.
And Nero?
I'm going out for a call. One of the farmsmen there, one of the cattle got injured through the mishaps of last night.
Yep.
So I've gone to check it out.
Yeah. So you're heading through to one of the farms. You're gonna go and check on that. That's what you're doing for pretty much the rest of the night. You're gonna go and tend to the animal and then head home.
Mm-hmm.
As we cut to the next day. Wake up wherever you have ended up staying among yous get up, and with the memory of last night fresh in your heads,
Gonna get my scrap metal.
you all feel drawn to return and see what has happened there. If there's any more signs of anything, in your own way, they may have forgotten something. Maybe something was left behind that you couldn't see because it was too dark. Nero, your head is on. Maybe something else was injured and needs help. And the two of you, no one has actually come to the front of the city.
Oh.
So the thought that you have is maybe everyone wants to meet back up where you last saw each other. And at this point, enough time would have passed that if something else was going to happen, you would have noticed it. So, you know, just for all of your own reasons, you all start heading back to the center of town. You arrive. There's actually quite a few people there. People, as you arrive, you notice people are talking about what happened. People are trying to figure it out. Lazarus, you see some of the your fellow researchers. They're trying to piece things back together. There's actually the guy that was making the drawings as he's sort of going off of the recounting of the events that were happening with them and the changes thereafter. As that is actually where we are going to end tonight. So, thank you for joining us for the prologue into the new campaign. Come next week. I did produce a story.
You spelled story wrong.
Holy shit.
Nice. But thank you all for joining, and we will see what comes of the events that were abruptly ruined by someone entering the fray that no one had expected. Alright guys, I will hopefully see people coming back next Friday for the story to continue. There is actually a story this time, as you would have noticed from Blake's little sign that he made. We aren't doing a campaign
Content.
we aren't doing a campaign where you guys have to make the story. It is going to be one where I try to lead them as best I can through the world and show them things and get them to change something that I've already put into place.
Oh, so one shot.
No. Multiple one-shots all crammed together.
Yeah.
That are going to be sequential.
Yeah. Not a campaign.
Not a campaign.
We just have Sabian online towards
Smoky.
So it's just a roguelike where we're going to end up in the one spot.
Yeah. But like it's less of like a road and more like
I said rogue.
Oh, you said that it's
Roguelike.
oh damn! Oh, well, I was gonna make a totally different joke. Where I was
Anyway,
gonna
roll
liken it
the
to-
outro.
I was gonna liken it to a railroad, but yeah. No. All right, thanks, guys. We will see you hopefully on Wednesday and back on Friday again. Our socials are in the description, and we will see you guys next time. Let's watch that intro one more time.
Except you'll see us.